January Livelihoods How to Supplement focuses on how to form and run a cooperative. Let us understand the origin of cooperatives. The evolution of cooperatives was occasioned by vast economic and political changes which took place in the 18th and the 19th centuries. After independence, cooperatives assumed a great significance in poverty removal and faster socio-economic growth. They became an integral part of five-year plans. As a result, they emerged as a distinct segment in Indian economy. They play a pivotal role in the mainstream of Indian economy, particularly in the fields of rural credit, distribution of agricultural inputs, storage, fertilizer, marketing, labor, and housing. Concept of cooperative. A cooperative is an association of persons united voluntarily to meet their common socio-economic and cultural needs through a jointly owned or democratically controlled enterprise. Cooperatives are based on the value of self-help, self-responsibility, democracy, equality, and solidarity. Cooperative members believe in ethical values of honesty, openness, social responsibility, and caring of others. Cooperatives are different from for-profit businesses and also not-for-profit organizations. Aim and objective of forming a cooperative. The prime objective of a cooperative is to provide maximum possible benefits to its members, whereas that of an investor-oriented is to maximize returns to its investors. Another main objective of the cooperative is to reduce the exploitation of underprivileged sections of society. The main aim of the cooperative is service to its members and community at large. It also aims to bring a socio-economic change by peaceful means. To form and run a cooperative, there are 7 principles. Principles of cooperatives are guidelines by which the cooperatives put their values into practice. The first principle is voluntary and open membership. Cooperatives are voluntary organizations open to all persons able to use the services and willing to accept the responsibilities of the membership without gender, social, racial, political, or religious discrimination. Second principle, democratic member control. Cooperatives are democratic organizations controlled by the members who actively participate in setting their policies and making decisions. Men and women serving as elected representatives are accountable to the membership. In primary cooperatives, members have equal voting rights, that is, one member, one vote, and cooperatives at other levels are also organized in a democratic manner. Third principle, member economic participations. Members contribute equitably to and democratically control the capital of their cooperative. At least part of the capital is usually the common property of the cooperative. Members usually receive limited compensation on capital subscribed as a condition of their membership. Members allocate surpluses for any or all of the following purposes: developing the cooperative, possibly by setting up reserves, part of which at least would be invisible, benefiting members in proportion to their transactions with the cooperative, and supporting other activities approved by the membership. Fourth principle, autonomy and independence. Cooperatives are autonomous, self-help organizations controlled by their members. If they enter into agreements with other organizations, including governments, or raise capital from external sources, they do so on terms that ensure democratic control by the members and maintain their cooperative autonomy. Fifth principle, education, training, and information. Cooperative provides education and training for their members, elected representatives, managers, and employees so they can contribute effectively to the development of their cooperatives. They inform the general public, particularly young people and opinion leaders, about the nature and benefits of cooperation. Sixth principle, cooperation among cooperatives. Cooperatives serve their members most effectively and strengthen the cooperative movement by working together through local, national, regional, and international structures. Seventh principle, concern for community. Cooperative works for the sustainable development of the communities through policies approved by the members. Benefits of cooperative. Why cooperative thrive? Main benefits of the cooperative are easy formation, democratic management, open membership, stability, low cost of operation, economical benefits, and limited liability. The cooperatives are classified into the following sectors in India: producer cooperatives, purchasing cooperatives, workers, artisan and service producers, fisheries or forestry, industrial cooperatives, health or insurance, public distribution of essential commodities, banking or credit unions, urban credit cooperatives, and housing cooperatives. These are few examples of cooperatives in India, classified under the various sectors. Now let us look at the prerequisites of forming a cooperative. The cooperatives are registered under the Cooperative Society Act. They are voluntary in character. Registration of cooperative is optional. Area of operations are restricted. Borrowing power is restricted. One member can cast only one vote. There must be at least 10 adult persons, that is, persons above the age of 18 years, and have a common objective to serve each other by forming a society. They have to contribute capital in form of share capital and decide to take up any one or more activities. They form a managing committee from and among the members who looks after the management of the society and implement the decision of the members. A cooperative society is formed with the basic objective of providing useful service, be it credit or input resources, to its members and the society. There are two types of cooperative societies: multi-state cooperative and state cooperative. Multi-state cooperative is regulated by the Multi-State Cooperative Society Act 2002, and state cooperative is regulated by the respective State Cooperative Act. These are few of the State Cooperatives Act under which the cooperative can be registered. Constitutional provisions for cooperative. The Constitution 97 Amendment Act 2011 relating to the cooperatives is aimed to encourage the economic activities of cooperative, which in turn help the progress of rural India. It is expected to not only ensure autonomous and democratic functioning of cooperatives, but also the accountability of the management to the members and the other stakeholders. In Article 19 states that the right to form cooperative society is a fundamental right. Article 43b provides for the promotion of cooperative societies, and the state shall endeavour to promote voluntary formation, autonomous functioning, democratic control, and professional management of cooperative societies. Now the important part Constitution, that is 19b, was inserted to accommodate state versus center roles of the cooperative. Salient features of Part 19b. It makes right to form cooperatives as a fundamental right. Reservation of one seat for SC or ST and 2 seats for women on the board of every cooperative society is necessary. Cooperatives could set up agency which would oversee election. Uniformity in the tenure of cooperative board of directors. Provisions for incorporation, regulation and winding up of cooperative societies based on the principles of domestic processes and specifying the maximum number of directors as 21 is also important. Providing for a fixed term of 5 years from the date of election in respect of the elected members of the board and its office bearers. Providing for a maximum time limit of 6 months during which a board of director of cooperative could be kept under suspension. Providing for independent professional audit. Providing for right to information to the members of the cooperative societies, empowering the state government to obtain periodic reports of activities and accounts of cooperative societies which have individuals as members from such categories, providing for offences relating to cooperative societies and penalties in respect of such offences. Let us look at the steps in forming the cooperative. There are 7 steps in forming a cooperative: establishing a steering committee, conducting a feasibility study, draft articles of incorporation and bylaws, prepare a business plan, secure financing, recruit members and recruit personnel. Establishing a steering committee. In some cases, a group of people who share an idea for cooperative forms a steering committee and develops a plan and timetable for researching and developing a cooperative. In other cases, an initial organizing group convenes a meeting for potential cooperative members to test out the level of interest in the cooperative idea. A steering committee is formed from participants in the meeting. The level of interest can be further tested by asking for an initial installment on a membership fee from those who are seriously interested in the cooperative. Conduct a feasibility study. The steering committee either conducts a feasibility study itself or hires a consultant to carry out the study. The purpose of feasibility study is to examine critical opportunities and obstacles that might make or break the formation of the cooperative. These critical issues include the number and interest level of potential members, market issues. Can the cooperative get better prices, better quality or better services than potential members currently get through other means? Operating cost and availability of financing. If insurmountable obstacles are discovered in the feasibility study, the development of the cooperative can be abandoned or shelved before too much time or money has been expended. In some cases, local or state governments or foundations may provide financial or technical assistance in carrying out a feasibility study. Initial payments by the potential cooperative members may also be used to help cover the cost of the feasibility study. Draft articles of incorporation and bylaws. In order to conduct a business, a cooperative has to be incorporated under the appropriate state statute. The steering committee should select legal counsel to draft or review the articles of incorporation and bylaws. The articles of incorporation describe the kind and scope of the cooperative's business and must be filed with the Secretary of State. The bylaws state how the cooperative will conduct the business. A cooperative can start out very specific bylaws and refine them after the business plan has been developed. Prepare a business plan. It may seem odd to incorporate a cooperative before the steering committee is even sure that all the necessary pieces are there to get the cooperative launched. Is the cooperative planning to collect funds from potential members prior to the completion of the business plan? Are there any grant and loan programs to which the steering committee is interested in applying that require the cooperative to be incorporated? Are some of the steering committee members concerned about legal liability issues that would be lessened if the cooperative were incorporated? None of these issues are the concern to the steering committee. Incorporation can be deferred until after the business plan is completed. If the feasibility study results are favorable, the steering committee carry out or commissions a detailed business plan. The business plan is more in-depth version of the feasibility study. It serves two primary purposes: to provide a blueprint for the development initial of the cooperative and provide supporting documentation for potential members, financial institutions and other investors. A typical outline of the business plan includes an executive summary, a description of the company, a market analysis, research and development related to the company's product or service, a marketing and sales plan, a description of the organizational structure and key personal and financial data. Securing finances. Cooperatives vary greatly in the amount of capital they need to get up and running. The business plan should include the amount and type of financing needed by the cooperative and a strategy for getting it. The steering committee and its advisors are responsible for implementing this strategy. Virtually all cooperatives require some level of member financing, usually in the form of stock purchases or membership fee. Member financing not only provides equity for the cooperative, it also provides a financial base that makes other investors, particularly banks, feel more secure in investing the funds in the cooperative. In addition to the member equity, most cooperatives need to borrow money to get started and to maintain their operations. Loan can come from the banks and other financial institutions, including several national banks for cooperatives that have federal character specifically to provide such loans. Other loan sources are local, state and federal government programs and various private, for-profit and non-profit organizations. Recruitment of members. Although member recruitment is listed as the sixth step in forming a cooperative, laying the groundwork for the cooperative membership base needs to begin when the steering committee first meets. Many cooperatives in the process of being formed hold several meetings of potential members, conduct surveys of them, mail organizing updates to them and collect initial down payments on membership fee. All of these activities provide a good indication of the level of interest in and commitment to the cooperative. Thus, when the time comes, potential members will be ready to act without a lot of last minute promotion and education. When the steering committee feels that enough members have joined the cooperative, the first general membership meeting is convened. At this meeting, the members vote on the cooperative's bylaws and elect a board of directors for the cooperative. This meeting marks the transition from a steering committee or interim board of directors and an interim set of bylaws to formally elected board and formally approved bylaws. Recruitment personnel. The recruitment of the personnel is listed as the last step in the cooperative formation process because the cooperative is not a definite go until the necessary financing has been lined up. However, some cooperative startups identify key potential personnel much earlier in the process. For example, in the feasibility study or the business planning stages, one or more key persons can be hired as consultants at an early stage with the mutual intent they will work for the cooperative once it is formally established. One or more key persons can be hired as consultants at an early stage with the mutual intent that they will work for the cooperative once it is formally established. This approach also has the effect of making investors feel more comfortable about financing the cooperative because proposed management staff have been identified. For some lenders, competent management is the most important thing they look at in making a loan decision. Status covering cooperative. Cooperative Societies Act 1912, Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act 2002, State Cooperative Societies Act and Mutually Aided Cooperative Societies Act. In detail, steps have been already discussed of how to form the cooperative. Now let us look at what all goes into the forming of cooperative. All societies must be formed under the Cooperatives Act 1912 or under the relevant state cooperative laws. Apply for registration of association as a cooperative society in a prescribed format available with the registrar of the cooperative societies with required information like list of members, the individual addresses, name and objectives of the society for which it has been formed, collection of funds, share capital or loan fund with the utilization processes, office bearers as managing committee and their powers, admission and retirement of the members, bylaw of the society. On fulfillment of all the above requirements, the registrar may issue a certificate of registration in favor of the society, which elevates the status as registered cooperative society or cooperative body. Documents required for a cooperative society: model bylaws 4 copies, inquiry pro forma of promoter members, copy of promotional meeting resolution revolving name of the society, value of share money, admission fees, liabilities, total number of members of managing committee and annual submission fees. The office bearers in a cooperative: a president, a vice president, secretary and 2 treasurers. These are the model bylaws of the cooperative. Now let us look at how to run a cooperative. Before looking at how to run a cooperative, we should understand why do the cooperatives fail. The cooperatives fail majorly because of these reasons: lack of professional management, overdues in cooperative credit institutions, over dependence on government assistance, political interference and over politicization have proved harmful to their growth, bureaucratic control, interference in the management. To run a successful cooperative, the cooperative managers are expected to take the problem out of the members and staff and involve various interest groups in the development of the solutions. Given the complex and diverse socio-cultural, economic and political environment in which the cooperative managers operate, and given the poverty, ignorance and illiteracy of most of the members of the cooperatives that they are supposed to serve, cooperative managers have to be far more creative, enterprising, affable and sensitive to the members' needs and aspirations and their counterpart business managers. They should have skills, dexterity and perseverance required for organizing rural producers and empowering them. In addition, they must also adept in empathizing and sympathizing with the rural population. Now let us look at 2 successful women cooperatives case studies. Shri Mahila Griha Udyog Lijjat Papad is a women's organization manufacturing various products from papad, appalam, masala, gehu, atta, chapati, sasa detergent powder, sasa liquid detergent. The organization is widespread with its central office at Mumbai and its 81 branches and 27 divisions in different states all over India. The success of the organization stems from the efforts of its member sisters who have withstood several hardships with the unshakable belief in the strength of a woman. The organization structure of Shri Mahila Griha Udyog Lijjat Papad is as follows: of the woman, by the woman and for the woman. It was started in 1959 with 7 lady members with a borrowed sum of rupees 80 at Girgaon in Mumbai. The turning point of the institution was in 1966 when it was registered under the Bombay Public Trust Act 1950 and also registered under the Societies Registration Act 1860 and got recognition by Khadi and Village Industries Commission as a village industry. The objective of the institution is to provide self-employment to the ladies to enable them to earn decent and dignified livelihood. Any woman who can render physical work in the institution without distinction of caste, creed and color and agrees to abide by the objective of the institution become a member of the institution from the date on which she starts working. Every branch is headed by Sachalika to see the production of the branch. They have a central managing committee which consists of 21 members, out of which they have 6 elected office bearers: president, vice president, 2 secretaries and 2 treasurers. All the branches are autonomous units and income or loss as the case may be of such unit is borne by the owner system member of that branch by increasing or decreasing their rolling charges accordingly. The credit for rapid progress goes to the constant vigilance on the part of system members maintaining the quality of Lijjat Papad with their hard work. Present, it has 82 branches and 27 divisions and gives self-employment to about 45,000 system members all over India. The organization exports are made through merchant exporters to countries like UK, USA, Middle East, Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong, Holland, Japan, Australia, and other countries. Lijat provide scholarships to the children of the Papad Roller System members who pass out in 10th and 12th standard every year, so as to enable the lady members to encourage their children for education. The institution over the years has paved their way for women to become self-reliant and self-confident. Lijat has provided them the right platform to improve their status in the society. Now let us look at another women organization, that is SEVA. Gujarat State Mahila Seva Cooperative Federation. The federation is a state level organization of 84 women cooperatives as its members. Registered in 1993, it is the first of its kind. Seva sponsored cooperatives took the initiative to form at this apex level federation of cooperatives in order to obtain training, marketing, capacity building and support for policy action with the government. In past 6 years, the federation's outreach and range of activities has grown considerably. It is very actively assisting producer groups to export their crafts. In 1999, 20 lakh worth of crafts were exported with the federation's assistance. In particular, the federation helped two district level associations, Kutch Craft Association and Banaskantha DWCRA Mahila Seva Association, to export and sell their patchwork embroidery in Paris. Another important venture that Seva Federation took up is the linking the vegetable growers directly with the vendors, thereby cutting out the exploitative middleman. The federation obtained a shop in the main vegetable wholesale market of Ahmedabad after considering struggle and pressure from Seva. The wholesalers, generally themselves middlemen, were reluctant to permit the federation to break